After you have tested all the individual components a SKAARHOJ unit consists of, you may also want to, or you will want to test them together to see if they work when they are all connected to the same cables. And it's important because you want to make sure there's no interference, that the units work together. And in our experience, it may happen that a unit is working perfectly alone, but when it comes together with the other units, there could be some trouble. So you want to have this integrated system test done. We have made a sketch called integrated system test, and it's an example sketch that you find in the SKAARHOJ utils section of examples and integrated system tests right there. So you upload this one, and you'll be able to read a little bit about which units are affected. So you can see that this is made for the C100 series, C200 and C300 series of devices. It will also tell you what this sketch does. So it writes to the display. It allows you to navigate an example menu structure. You can test the configuration switch on units that has that. It also reacts to button presses on the BI8 boards, and finally it will show the slider position in the display. So this is what it does, and let's take a look at how it works. So we open the serial monitor, and that will reboot the device. We have a C200 right here, and you may be able to see first that it does all the initial flashing of the colors that we are accustomed to introduce into the unit's boot process. Then it tells us hello world. Now let's test the slider. So you take the T-bar and you move it, and you can see that in the display the value of the slider or the T-bar is working. What you should be able to confirm here is that when we reach 1000, right there, the slider is at end. And this is where the transition would be done. And if you go the other way, you can see as long as the values are changing, it means that we are in a transition and now we are at the end. So the slider is working. If you enter the menu, you can also test the menu is working. We have made a different, more detailed video on that. If you hold this button for a while, it exits. And then there are all the buttons on the device. If you press a button like this, it will simply cycle the color. And in the display, you can see that now the button is down, now it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up. So you can see all buttons on the unit confirmed like this with their particular button codes. And this is also a way, if you're a developer and you want to know this particular button, what number does it have, what board is it located on inside, then you can say that the particular board number and button number is revealed through this sketch. All right, so that's the integrated system test that brings together the slider, the BI8 boards of your unit, the encoder boards, and the display, and the configuration switch on those units that has it.